Hey, what's up? Savannah Jacobson here with the question on everybody's minds. Should gay couples be able to adopt children? Let's talk about this. So let's start out with the con side. Okay, many people believe that gay couples should not be able to adopt because it will influence homosexual behavior on the child. Also, it could be uncomfortable for the child when the child's growing up because all around the child will notice, oh, he has a mommy and a daddy. Well, how come I have two daddies? Or how come I have two mommies? Way back when Adam and Eve was a thing, it was both a man and woman. So it also goes with kind of like a religious belief that way back when it was always a man and a woman, and it's kind of sacred, and it's the norm. And as a society, we don't typically like to break norms. That's why they're norms. It's the normal, it's what everybody believes in and kind of goes with. So stepping outside of those norms, such as with gay marriage, which is starting to come around and be more popular and more people are accepting. Also, a really big thing is many people argue that a child needs a perspective of both a mother and a father. They need to get their loving, caring qualities from a mother, yet they need the stern independence of a father. And they just believe that gay couples cannot produce this. Also, many people say, think about the child's rights. A child deserves both a mother and father. And it's all about protecting traditional families who as kids are going to get made fun of. And many people argue that a child with, like, in a gay lifestyle, it's like very unsettling and it's not normal, and the child won't grow up like everybody else, and it can be psychologically damaging. And for the pro side, we have a university in Australia actually conducted a study that concluded with significant evidence against the myth that children will somehow be warped if they grow up in a household with gay parents. And also that university in Australia had a quote that said, "The ultimate takeaway here is that the children do well in houses where parents' relationships is equal and healthy regardless of sexuality. So as long as the child grows up knowing that the child is loved in a wonderful, stable environment, then the child should be fine." A gay couple was contacted to foster a child that was being given up for adoption. And the couple who had been eager to adopt, they had been waiting for years to adopt, and they finally got this amazing choice. So, of course, they agreed. They said, yes, of course, we'll take the child. But then, soon after they agreed, they were informed that they had been rejected as candidates. The child's extended family, which didn't want to take part in the child's life, let me put this in perspective for you. This child's extended family, who wanted nothing to do with the child, said that those parents could not foster the child because they were gay. Meanwhile, that extended family wanted nothing to do with the child. Gay couples are often more equitable when it comes to things like child rearing, household chores, and overall relationship maintenance. So supporting gay marriage or supporting gay couples being able to adopt doesn't mean that you're gay. It just means that you believe that any couples, like no matter what their sexuality is, they should be equal. The biggest issue for people who are for or against gay adoption is that foster children need homes. So why deny them of a home because the parents who could be happily in love because of their sexuality? Why is sexuality relevant in raising a child? Another really big issue is that gay couples cannot produce a child themselves, so they might need a little bit of help, like a surrogate woman. I don't know if that's the correct term. But so they need help, and sometimes they simply don't want to do that. Sometimes they simply want to help a child in need and they want to adopt. Actually, we have two special guests today here to engage us in a wonderful debate. For the pro side, we have Bernard Whitman, the spokesperson for the Faith in America, and he happens to also be a gay father. And on the con side, we have Tony Perkins, president of the Family Research Council. So boys, I'm really happy that you're here today, and enlighten us with your debate. First, we'll have Bernard Whitman. Bernard Whitman, what do you have to say about gay couples adopting, not being able to adopt?
It's animus. It's fueled by religion-based bigotry. And the real tragedy here is not only does it harm gay and lesbian couples, but it harms the hundreds of thousands of children that are out there waiting to be adopted. Questions of adoption are best decided by parents and professionals, not by politicians or judges. And we have well over 100,000 kids in this country in the foster care system alone.
All right, now we're going to go over to Tony Perkins. Tony, what do you think about all of this?
It says all things being equal, preference goes to a married couple, a mom and a dad. And the social science is quite clear on this. We have decades of social science that says that kids do best with a mom and a dad. And I think policymakers are right when we talk about putting children in the optimal environment. And that's exactly what they're doing here.
Tony, I've got to call you out on this. It is simply not true. Child welfare officials have testified contrary to what you just said. There have been dozens of studies that show that the home environments provided by gay and lesbian couples are every bit as strong and able to nurture and care for a child as those by straight couples. And it is nothing but animus and religion-based bigotry. Tony, please let me finish.
Okay, whoa.
That is fueling this debate. It's just wrong.
You're absolutely, I'm sorry, you're wrong. The evidence, we have decades of research that show that the optimal environment for a child is with a mom and dad. Look, adoption is about the benefits of it that go to a child, the emotional and physical well-being of a child, not those who are doing the adopting. While benefits flow to both parties and to society as a whole, the focus is on the children.
I've got to tell you, it shocks me that on Easter Sunday, a conservative Christian such as yourself would be arguing against the most traditional structure we have in this country, which is marriage, and trying to deny loving families and ability to raise children. Children know when they are being loved.
Tony, the focus is on the child.
Children know when they're being...
All right, guys, we're out of time.
Children know when they're being loved, and it's time that we...
This policy does. Their ego.
Okay. Well, thank you, boys, for coming. We are out of time. Ooh, things are getting rough. All right, so thanks for special guest Bernard Whitman and Tony Perkins today for that wonderful debate. Should gay couples be able to adopt? The choice is yours. The future is in your hands. Ed, do you think the gay couple should be able to adopt? Do ya? What do you think? Please, Ed, give us some insight.